So how would you describe Stevenson using one adjective?
Does it have to be an adjective?
Or any word that describes
I guess cosmopolitan, because it's like, familiar with various cultures, and I guess at least culturally understanding, it's quite accepting to cultures. I don't know about other things, but at least for cultures.
Do you think Stevenson is tolerant to misbehaving students in terms of the JC process and not?
I think in most cases, yeah, but there are some cases where, people have the doubts and stuff.
I have doubts about like how.
Yeah, why they made this decision, but it's not ours to decide upon. But I'm just saying, some certain cases, like mostly I agree, but there are a few that we don't know.
Does Stevenson do a good job educating students about keeping a safe environment like at school?
Like environment, as in
like trying to prevent any misbehaviors from like happening, like.
Yeah, I guess.
Has your impression on Stevenson changed after any type of recent incident regarding the JC process?
I mean, not really.
It hasn't really changed.
Recently, no.
Recently, no.
Mm-hmm.
But is there any specific JC incident that you feel like is worthy of mentioning? Like.
Recently?
Mm-hmm.
Not really.
Not really.
My opinion. I mean, okay. Even like just for example, if we were to say that there's recently been like, for example, a GAC case that I don't agree with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not don't agree with, but like have my doubts about.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it hasn't changed because I already know that the school sometimes has JC decisions that don't exactly match what most people think. So.
Mm-hmm.
Although I respect most of them, it's just one of those like maybe, even if recently there's been like a doubtful JC, it's not going to change my opinion. Or like a really like a JC decision that I agree with, that's not going to change my
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is more specific on like one incident, one JC process, and you were close friends with Spencer, right?
Yeah.
So
I guess, yeah.
So could you just briefly describe your friendship, like how long you've known him and stuff?
Our friendship actually got a little bit weaker this year, I would say. We used to be pretty close freshman year. I used to study and like chill in his room all the time. And then sophomore year we were roommates in the quad.
Oh, you were roommates?
Yeah. Junior year he lived right next to me. And he would always come in my room because his roommate would be playing violin all the time. So he'd always be in my room. So we were pretty close. And this year, I guess maybe our classes, even within the same dorm, maybe our classes are different, or I don't know what changed. But we just talked about this. There's nothing that really happened at year. It's just stuff. Yeah.
So how did you feel when you first heard about like him being removed from the school?
Like, it's a weird thing because like it's his first offense, so many people and I've learned that he's only started doing this recently, but but there's a lot of like specifics of the JC that obviously we don't know, so like I can't really decide whether, but how Mr. Olson made the announcement about how he was delivering me to school or something. If you solely judge it on delivering that to school, I mean that's the only one of the things he mentioned. But if there were more, then I don't know. But if that was the only thing along with his first offense, I don't, because nobody knows what he gets delivered. It's only to him, and I don't see how that affects the general student body as a whole. How that's dangerous to the whole student body.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody knows it's a package, and the only person that affects is him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know about what other things happen in JC, but judging from that, I think You know, from a first offense standpoint, I think he should not have.
You should not have.
But you know, I can't really have a say on this because we don't know what,
Really?
and we're not allowed to know what
Yeah.
happened in the JC. But I'm just saying, because like, if you like, a lot of times when you dismiss someone on the, or like give a really bad punishment to someone on the first offense, it won't actually help them sometimes if it's the first time. They're gonna, you know, think negatively that, oh, it's just my first time and you're doing this to me. So they might have negative thoughts about that and they might do something worse.
Yeah. Oh, and one key question that I would like to ask you is, how did like the JC's decision to expel him change the community in terms of its image, or like in terms of like how it affected the residents? Like, did the school really change at all, or like?
Not really. I mean, not really at all. But like, obviously, to me, his close friend and like every other close friend he had, it's not a good thing. Obviously, that's gonna not make us happy. Obviously, that's gonna change somewhat, I guess, the community. But nothing else much. I
Nothing
think.
else to so like as a person who used to live right next to him, and you were his roommates, and you still live in Day Boys this year with him, right?
Yeah.
So how did it affect Day Boys? Like, how's Day Boys without him now?
I guess it's just like losing another person. Like if another person went home because of like a family matter, it would be the same. Just be like missing that one, you know, unique personality that sometimes you're familiar with, and it could be kind of distant sometimes, but that's it. Yeah.
Thank you.